Sports Director Wes Hamilton has the night off. And with the high school football season all but wrapped up, players all over the state were awarded yesterday with all-state honors. 3 Panthers were given honorable mention status on the team. Wide receiver Jabryce Taylor, defensive end Demetria Lewis, and punter Luis Garcia were all voted in by the Associated Press across the state. It's an honor that Coach Todd Quick says is well-deserved.
That they're getting off of this, but you know what they did all year is first team for us, and that's what matters. And but I'm real proud of the kids. I'm real proud that they've got this award. Those are the guys that made the plays. Those are the guys that kept us going through the playoffs.
This year, the Panthers made it all the way to the 3rd round before losing to Plano West. It was the furthest the team has gone since 2005. Tonight at 10 in Sports, we'll hear from the players themselves about their honors. And moving on to the NFL, we're just 2 days away from kickoff of Week 15, and the Texans are looking for another first in the franchise, clinch home field throughout the playoffs. To do that, they will need to beat the Minnesota Vikings at Reliant this Sunday. The Vikings rely heavily on the running game of East Texas native Adrian Peterson, and they are a very physical team because of that.
You know, we're trying to stay focused on, you know, the task at hand. I mean, obviously it's a big game for us, and as I said before, I think it's the most physical football team we played all year long.
If the Texans win on Sunday, that means every playoff game the Texans play will be indoors, even the Super Bowl in New Orleans if they make it that far. The Cowboys star tight end Jason Witten is having one of the best years of his career. With 2 games left in the season, Witten only needs 6 more catches to set the record for most receptions by a tight end in a single season. It's no secret that Witten plays a key role in Dallas's offense.
Well, we're not there yet, but I mean, it is special. I mean, you know, there's been a lot of good tight ends over the years, and to be able to do it, especially the way it started for me, it's special.
Witten started off the year slow after lacerating his spleen, but he has come on strong. He will need to finish that way if the Cowboys hope to make the playoffs. Right now, the Cowboys are in a 3-way tie for first place in their division. Staying in Arlington, according to a source with ESPN, the Texas Rangers have agreed to a 1-year deal with A.J. Pierzynski. Pierzynski last played with the White Sox last year. He knocked in 77 RBIs and 27 homers. He fills a hole left by the exits of Mike Napoli and Josh Hamilton. The deal will be final once he passes a physical, which was scheduled today. And before we leave tonight, we have a lot of high school basketball going on. We want you to text in the scores. Just call us at 936-853-8639. Call them in, and we'll be sure to have them coming up at 10. And stick around, there's more after the break. Sports Director Wes Hamilton has the night off, and the SFA Lumberjacks basketball team is off to one of the best starts in the school's history. The Jacks are 10-1 heading into tonight's home conference opener against last year's Southland Conference tournament winners, the Lamar Cardinals. The Jacks are also ranked in the top 25 from the mid-major conferences, and if the Jacks win tonight, it will be Coach Danny Casper's 449th win of his career. The game tips off at 8, and you can go ahead and get out there early because right now the Lady Jacks are playing, and we will have the final scores tonight at 10. We're just over 24 hours away from the kickoff of the 2013 Cotton Bowl in Dallas. This year it's a matchup of former Big 12 rivals, the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Last time the Aggies were in the Cotton Bowl, they represented the Big 12, and their players understand the bragging rights that come along with this bowl game.
Especially in the Cotton Bowl, it's always been SEC, Big 12. You know, we were on the other side last time, so hopefully this side will turn out better for us.
All bowl season is representing your league. What can your league do? What type of league do you have? And not just the league, just for this university. Only 3 teams have won 11 games here at this university. We want to be team number 4.
Kickoff for that game is Friday night at 7 p.m. And the Texans are just 4 wins away from grabbing the Lombardi Trophy. The first team standing in their way, the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game. The Texans won that game 31-10. This year, the Texans are looking to rebound off some tough losses heading into the playoffs. Even though they've lost 3 of their last 4 games, Gary Kubiak is not worried at all.
Well, we did it last year, so had a little practice last year. But no, I mean, this time of year, this new season, I mean, these guys, they got a lot of energy. I mean, it's hard to get to where you're one of those 12. And in our case, AFC-wise, you're one of 6. You know, so that's a hard thing to accomplish in this business. And when you get there, I mean, I think it's time your players take over, to be honest with you.
Now, the Texans are looking to rebound after a disappointing end of the season. In the last 2 weeks, the Texans had a chance to clinch home field throughout the playoffs. Instead, they lost both and ended up having to play on Wild Card Saturday. And it's official. The first pitch of the 2013 baseball season will take place in Houston on March 31st. The Houston Astros will start their first season in the American League against their in-state rival and now division rival, Texas Rangers. The Astros look to improve on last year's not-so-good season, while the Rangers look to move forward without the top stars they lost to free agency. The game will be televised nationally as part of ESPN's annual Sunday Night Baseball program. And stay with us, we'll be right back.
Ground ball.
Thanks for joining us, and Wes Hamilton has the night off. And there's breaking news coming out of Dallas today. According to sources at ESPN, the Dallas Cowboys have hired 72-year-old Monte Kiffin as the team's new defensive coordinator. The announcement comes just 3 days after the Cowboys fired Rob Ryan. Kiffin has 26 years of NFL coaching experience, including a 13-year run as defensive coordinator in Tampa Bay. And we are less than 24 hours from the start of the divisional round of the playoffs. The bottom line for the Texans, win or go home. The Texans go into their matchup with the Patriots, coming off of a win against the Bengals in the first round. The Patriots, however, come into the matchup well-rested after having a bye as the second-seeded team in the AFC. Right now, pressure is definitely on.
We need to score sevens down in the red zone. Against this team in their building, threes aren't going to cut it. We got to get down there and we got to be aggressive and we got to go score touchdowns.
In order for us to get where we want to go, it's not going to just take one guy. It's going to take everybody. Guys can't sit around and wait for somebody to make a play.
Now, kickoff for that game is Sunday at 3:30. The Texans are going into Foxborough as a 9.5-point underdog. And speaking of the Texans, today, Houston Mayor Nice Parker announced it Go Texans Day. People were encouraged to wear their Texans gear or just wear red, white, and blue. One school getting in on the action, St. Pius High School, the alma mater of head coach Gary Kubiak. And a reminder about this weekend's NFL divisional playoff games. On Saturday, the Baltimore Ravens head to the Mile High City to play Peyton Manning and the Broncos. That game will be followed by the Packers playing at the 49ers. And on Sunday, the Seattle Seahawks travel to Atlanta to play the Falcons, followed by that rematch of the Texans playing the New England Patriots. So as you can see, there's plenty of action this weekend. Now, from the pros to high school, it's never too early to get ready for the games under the Friday night lights. East Texas football coaches will gather this weekend at Hotel Fredonia Nacogdoches for a coaches clinic. The clinic will have 6 speakers from the high school and college level. Coach John Lanius of Lamarck High School will be putting on the clinic and believes it is a great tool for success.
It's constantly changing. We're always looking for new ideas. East Texas is a hotbed for football, and there's been a lot of success in the area. So, to be honest, me putting it on, I look forward to it just to hear from other people.
Now, registration for the event starts at 9 a.m. at the Hotel Fredonia in downtown Nacogdoches, and come back tonight at 10 where we will have more on this event. And a lot of hoop action is going on tonight. We want those scores. Call in your basketball scores to 936-853-8622. Call in your scores and we will have them tonight on the 10 o'clock broadcast. And stay with us. We'll be right back for more.